Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Good Sports. I'm Parris alongside
Mike Espejo.
And Mike, it's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened, and probably one of the biggest events of the sporting world that happened earlier this month is the Super Bowl. So Mike, I'll let you get into it. Your thoughts and just the whole spectrum of it.
Yeah, and I want to apologize for it being a minute. Life has kind of got in the way, and we still wanted to do good sports, and but now we're back on track.
Yeah.
And maybe we can keep it going.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl, which was a great event as usual, one of the best events of the American sports calendar, and the big storyline going in was Kansas City going for the three-peat against the Philadelphia Eagles, and everyone around these parts did not want Kansas City to get their three-peat, and thankfully it did not happen. Philadelphia pretty much manhandled them.
Yeah.
And in a defensive kind of an amazing defensive performance. Did you think that Kansas City would be shut down that much by Philly?
I did not expect that. I mean, when I saw Mahomes come out the first drive, he didn't really look like Mahomes. I'm like, where's this Where's the Mahomes magic? I'm like, as soon as they were down like at halftime, I'm like, oh, all right, this might turn into a 23 situation maybe, because again, NFL films after the Super Bowl, like the clips present, like little special they have. One of the players he's like, the Patriots did it, we can do it. And the first drive, I'm like, why are they weren't even playing up to par?
Yeah, I think it was over at halftime. I think I could be wrong, but I think it was like 24-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs only had 23 offensive yards. So the Eagles had more points than the Chiefs after a half, which is incredible.
Right.
And I knew that the Eagles were good. And I knew that Saquon Barkley had, amazing 2,000-yard season and could have set the record, but they decided to hold off. And I knew that the defense was awesome and that Jalen Hurts was playing great, but I didn't think that they were, world beaters like they looked.
Right.
And all year, I think the knock on Kansas City was they were getting lucky breaks, maybe some refs. It seemed like the refs were helping them. I don't know. You don't know about that stuff. But so it just seemed like the Chiefs were kind of getting by the skin of their teeth, and it finally caught up to them, and I thought it would be at least a good game. I think the spread was like 6.5, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, and I thought it would be close, and I even thought the Chiefs had a chance because it's just Patrick Mahomes in the big game you don't know, and it was just a drubbing.
The Philly defense didn't even blitz. It looks like they blitzed, but they said they never blitzed.
Yeah.
So I don't know what if they were playing zone or man coverage, but Mahomes just couldn't really find a way. Travis Kelce didn't have a good night either.
No, he didn't. So, that kind of the big angle here in New England is the Brady-Mahomes thing, and they say it kind of puts it to bed because Tom Brady was never blown out. But I don't think it does. I think he's still very young.
Yeah.
What, 30, 31?
29?
Mahomes? Exactly. So
I hope he will be 30.
And he's got 3 Super Bowls. Brady had like a second half of his career where he had 3 more Super Bowls, or 4 even on the tail end. So I don't think it closes the book. Everyone's pretty happy. It does take away the three-peat, which Tom Brady never had. But I think we've not seen the last of Patrick Mahomes, and he is still a heck of a player, and I think the Chiefs will be back, unfortunately. But this year, no. So it turned out the way we wanted it anyway.
Yeah. But did you do anything? Just stayed home or have like a big party?
No, just stayed home. I think I was feeling a little bit under the weather. There's a lot going around this year, and I just stayed home and watched. We have to talk about the halftime show.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar.
The controversy.
Yeah, Not Like Us, I believe.
Yeah, and I guess it was some really artistic, big message thing, and I missed it. I missed all of it, the symbolism, and not really a Kendrick Lamar guy. Not my type of music. I do love rap and hip hop, probably more old school, but.
There was a guy during that halftime performance where I think he was protesting I don't know if you saw the guy was like protesting. I don't know if he had a Gaza shirt or something like
a flag.
that. Yeah, a flag. He had a flag, and now he's banned for life from whatever.
Yeah, and so
sporting event.
And they said that the message of the show was a big protest against, Trump and all that, but I didn't see it, and I don't know. I guess I really actually did dishes halfway through it. It kind of lost. It didn't hold my interest, and again, it's just not my type of music. He's just not my thing.
Right.
Not my cup of tea. But he's very talented.
Yeah.
And a lot of people seem to get a kick out of it. So.
Yeah. But
commercials.
The commercials. I was about to ask you about that.
Did you have any ones that you particularly liked?
Let's start. I mean, there was a lot. So, I'll throw out a few in there. If you had a couple, I love the Dunks commercial.
I was just gonna say the Dunkings was good.
I feel like that's definitely gonna be an annual thing now that they're gonna have the Dunks commercial and Belichick in it.
That was
so
funny.
that was funny to watch.
Yep.
I think the Little Caesars commercial where Eugene Levy's eyebrows were like flying off everyone.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I like the Chewy Nerds one. Nerds one was good.
Yeah, that was a good one. They had the Clydesdales with the Budweiser. That's like an annual thing.
Yeah.
The Catherine O'Hara one with who else?
I forget.
It wasn't Steve Buscemi. It was someone that I can't remember. But that was a good one.
Very memorable commercial. But it wasn't a great crop. It wasn't like
it wasn't. Wow, that was a great commercial.
Yeah, there wasn't but
yeah.
Anyway.
The Reese's one, the lava. I mean, that was cute, but I mean, it's not like wow, that blew my mind. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think for a Super Bowl commercial, you need to have it to keep going, but I think it would be great if they didn't have commercials at all. So it'd just be a 1 hour game. The halftime commercial should still be 30 minutes, but I think they should have a special, like a fan from the stands coming, like saying whoever, like Wick Kendrick or something. But I don't know if that might just stir a pot.
How are they going to make all that money from what they sell for those commercials?
They're going to do it within the game. So kind of like what if you're watching like a Bruins or Red Sox, they're just going to have like
the thing on the bottom.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know, like dunks. Like as soon as the play is over, they're gonna play like the 15-second commercial, and they're gonna have a laugh track. It's like, okay, we're coming back, and then he goes. But again, that's me just trying to just save money and time. Again, Super Bowl is definitely the biggest stage to do it. I mean, there was a ton of those commercials that are like millions of dollars just for like a 15-second, 30-second ad. So
yeah. Well, one thing we have to talk about too that's happened. We've got a new coach here in New England. Mike Vrabel. How do you feel about that?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I read today that they're going to be aggressive in free agency. How aggressive? I don't know. I also read, not today, but the other day, that they're looking at maybe veteran quarterbacks, but it's like, do you really need one? You got Drake May. I mean, he pretty much was in check all year. I mean, again, you need help. You need wide receivers. You need an offensive line. You need defensive tackle on defense because he got rid of Judon. They traded him to Atlanta, gave like a 6th-round pick. I mean, I think he's going to be a free agent, but he's going to be asking for money. And I don't think he'd want to come back here after what they just did, not pay him. So,
yeah, they definitely have to spend money, and I'm very happy with Mike Vrabel. Yeah. I wanted them to actually hire Vrabel when they brought Mayo in, and I guess they had the contract with Mayo already done. Vrabel's a Buckeye, which is a plus, and it's exciting. It's exciting to kind of have. It seems like he's bringing in a better staff too of people around him. Some of the names that have come in, and I think he's done it before, which is awesome. We've got someone in there that has been a head coach, and he's been a Patriot. He knows what that's like. And what I like about Vrabel is he kind of did it his own way. He didn't go through the Belichick tree, or he went off to Ohio State and was like the linebacker coach and then defensive coordinator, and then off to Pittsburgh. So I think it was Pittsburgh for a little bit, and then he went to Tennessee. So he's kind of found his own way. Still a Patriot, but kind of a different
Vrabel
path.
way.
Yeah, the Vrabel way. So I'm excited to see what he can do, and schedule if you listen to the pundits, it's an easier schedule, so that'll also help. So any little bit we can take.
Who do you think will be the first game? It's always an up for grabs sort. The first game, it doesn't matter if the team is another rebuilding team. It doesn't matter if the team is really good. You're always going to face your division no matter where.
Yeah.
You're always going to face a division opponent the very last game of the season, unless they change that. But I didn't see them changing that for now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe
Home
the Jets,
away.
The Jets. I don't know.
If they, I get a feeling we play the AFC North, so you're gonna see Baltimore. I mean, they can give it to us easy, or they can give it to us hard. It's just like have the Patriots play on the road for the first game at Buffalo. Buffalo's gonna come with vengeance after losing to the Chiefs and the AFC Championship. No matter who we play, it's gonna be hard. It doesn't matter who. Because the first game is always up in the air. It can go either way.
Yeah, we can't say Buffalo without getting my skin up a little bit. The last game of the season where we beat Buffalo with a meaningless
That should not have happened.
And
the number one pick.
Cost the number one pick and dropped us down to 4. And I think, actually, that Buffalo tried to lose that game more than we tried to lose that game. Because they brought in their third string way earlier, and that's just
was it Trubisky?
I think it was. I didn't even know it was still in the league. But that's still bothering me. And I just heard on the way in that the 2 quarterbacks on the top of the draft, they're saying aren't really highly regarded. So sitting at number 4, the Patriots would want at least one of those guys to be picked in the top 5. So
Interesting.
So we can kind of push everyone else down, because we don't need a quarterback. But they're saying that they may not even go until number 10. So that really kind of dilutes the elite talent for us. Again, making the Buffalo game even worse. But anyway.
What did you think of Sanders?
Do
you think we should take him?
Are you talking about Travis Hunter? Sanders is the quarterback.
I'm sorry, Travis Hunter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
they're both on the same team. Sorry, Colorado.
Full compassion. I love Deion Sanders, and I love the show. I've always loved Deion Sanders when I was a kid. Travis Hunter he's a two-way player, and they say that he's going to be better in the pros as a cornerback. And I think what we really need more is a wide receiver. Plus, I don't want a player like that where he wants to play corner and we need him at wide out, and I don't want to even open that bag of worms. It is cool to have that type of versatility, and if he's there at 4, it's going to be hard to pass up on him. And the Colorado games I watched, and I even watched him even before he was at Colorado at the I forget the school that they were, Jackson State. An awesome receiver. He makes great catches. So I don't know why they think he's going to be better corner than wide receiver, but there's pluses and cons to taking a two-way player. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I'm glad I don't have to make the decision because it's going to be hard. And
maybe if they do draft him
at 4.
Maybe they'll transition him to a wide receiver.
Yep.
If they draft him, we don't know. They could trade that pick and get Tyreek Hill or something. Or I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. And it's April will be here before you know it.
And then a couple
weeks
would be free agency. So let's see what Patriots do.
And
I like when they say Patriots are in negotiations with, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Travis Kelsey, but again, I heard he's coming back today for another season. So could they trade him away? Yeah, if they want to. But do we? If we had him at tight end,
I heard Gronk may be coming back. Not to the Patriots, but back to the league. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fun. It's fun times.
To Broncos.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That's what someone told me that today. So.
But it was a fun season. It was fun to see Tom Brady in the. Have to mention Tom in the booth. I think he started a little rough, but by the end of the year he was pretty good, and he did the Super Bowl. And he was fine. I don't think he's as good as Romo, but I love Romo. But I think he did a good job for his first year.
I think that Brady's gonna come back. We're gonna go.
Gosh.
Yeah, I wish. I think just watching Brady on TV kind of makes me. I mean, like, yeah, you lost to Eli. I'm going backwards. You lost to Eli Manning twice. You lost to Nick Foles. Technically, the real loss that they should have had was against Atlanta, Seattle. But I mean, I don't know. Just seeing him in the booth is just like, that's great. I love seeing him. I love seeing him as a commentator. It's just like every time I see him, I just want him back on our team because again, seeing our team of where we've been the last 5-6 years, it's just not. It's
been rough.
We went to the playoffs. I think the first year at Mac Jones and excuse me, and Buffalo crushed us. But I mean, I want to see a Patriots team like I used to see them. I guess I was spoiled as a young lad.
Definitely both spoiled. We're on the way, so it'll be fun. It's also fun to watch a rebuild. I think one of my favorite Patriots seasons is 1993 when they went 5-11, and it was like I think it was Bledsoe's first year, and first time you had hope. So it's also fun to watch a rebuild.
They went 5-11.
They went 5-11.
Did you go to any of those games?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Was the stadium not crowded at that point?
No.
You think Kraft is worried about ticket sales? I mean, you got a new coach now, so it's like what I don't want to see. Again, if it's gonna be a rebuild season, I don't want to see what he did to Mayo. You don't have a good season. Let's get rid. So you're just gonna start from the bottom at that point again. So
I think Vrabel will have a little bit more rope than Mayo.
Yeah,
because he's done it, and I think they'll be better.
Yeah.
Speaking of being better, let's talk about some Red Devil sports.
Yeah.
It's coming into one of my favorite seasons, winter tournament season.
The pitchfork.
Right, we're switching over to the Devils.
Yeah.
Tell me about what's going on. What am I going to look for this winter playoff season?
Winter playoff season. MIAA, Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. Said that really 5 times fast. So let's start with the basketball teams. So the basketball teams, the boys won the Middlesex League Freedom League, and they were champs against the game against Wilmington a couple weeks ago. This Friday they're going to be playing Chicopee Comprehensive School.
I think the Devils are the 15 and Chicopee is the 18.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry there, folks. Choking on my own spit. So they're going to be hosting them in the round of 32. Girls are playing as of this taping.
Before we go to the girls, I gotta stop you and mention, since I'm the football guy, Anthony Guerrier, Middlesex League All-Star.
Yep.
This kid
can do it all.
Yeah. He had an awesome year in football.
Yep.
And we went to the game last week in Westford.
Westford Academy.
The tournament. Yeah, we went to the first game against Westford Academy. And I'd seen the clips and stuff of the highlights, but I didn't know Guerrier's a good player. And Matty Gray has become unbelievable, and our other Middlesex League All-Star.
Yep.
So I'm just thinking, why didn't Guerrier play his junior year? To focus on football?
I know a little bit more on that. 1 second, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
So the reason he did not play his junior year basketball is because after that loss to Tewksbury, remember the loss to Tewksbury? Not
the football one.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
At
on the goal line.
Right.
So obviously he was upset with himself. So he did tell me when I did that winter sports preview in his junior year, he wanted to do track because he wanted to become a better football player as a quarterback. So you saw him run a little bit, but he was mostly in the pocket this year. Like, he was phenomenal, just fine Brooks and everyone else. So that's what he just wanted to build himself up as a better quarterback. So obviously the football season's over for him. So it's just like, what the hey? Let's see if I can play basketball and see. And he's on top, and he's gonna go places.
He's a heck of an athlete. Football
nice kid.
or basketball.
He's been on here. As well.
Good.
So.
All right, sorry. Get back to the girls. What's up with the girls?
So the girls, as of this taping, are hosting Lowell in the preliminary round. So the preliminary round is kind of like a playing game. So they're going to be playing as of this taping tonight. So February 25th.
Is that here?
That is here. So if they were to win that, they'll be going to the second seed. I believe that is. I think it's a team in Worcester. It's a team in Worcester because I know if the boys won, they will be going to Mansfield.
What time is the game tonight? The girls.
6.
Oh, so it's going on right now.
Yeah. So they're playing Lowell. Lowell's not is a good team as well. They're pretty neck and neck with their records, 13
Yeah.
and 5. So.
How about the hockey teams? What are the hockey teams?
Hockey teams. So tomorrow, girls hockey will be hosting Beverly. That should be. I'll leave it at that. Don't want to jinx anything, but Beverly is not a. It's a very subpar team. I'll leave it at that. Don't want to really.
Never know.
Yeah, never know. But yeah, I'll be at that game. Check it out. BCAT TV Facebook tomorrow night, Wednesday, the February 26th. That game will be at 5:30 at the Ice Palace. Boys are also playing tomorrow away at St. John's, but they play in, I believe, Leominster. They play out west or Worcester. They're playing St. John's in a neutral site. So I just want to say stuff about that because again, I love seeing the Devils compete. Like I don't want to really jinx anything on this. But it's like we'll just say who they're playing. They really had a great season. I mean, girls hockey, they had a great season last year, as I believe we talked about it. And this year, they lost a bunch of their seniors, but I think they're the underclassmen, and Caitlin Tremblay, the lone senior, has definitely stepped up.
She's the goalie.
Yeah. We did a... Excuse me.
It's okay.
We did a new segment called the Red Devil Shoutout. I don't know if you saw it on our website. We've seen it in our newsletter. She had her 150th
Oh, I saw this.
career. Yeah, we highlighted her. So she's been doing really well, just helping her teammates and stuff like that. So it should be a really great game.
Talk about Shea Woodbury. I keep seeing this kid's
Shea
name.
Woodbury. He
Is this
is
our
a
new
red.
Greg Louganis or what?
Yeah, he's
Michael Spitz?
he's the next Michael Phelps.
Yeah, Michael Phelps.
So Shea Woodbury's a sophomore.
I keep seeing this kid breaking all these records.
He has broke so many records for the Red Devil swim team, and we had him in our first edition of the Red Devil Shoutout, which is kind of like a new segment we do.
Yeah.
So we highlighted him because he's broken all these records. At the Middlesex League meet, he now holds the school record for 100 backstroke, and we highlighted. We talked with him, Coach Papagno, Steve Papagno, who was also a police officer in town.
Yeah,
we talked to him, and we just had this great footage of him swimming and stuff like that.
Nice.
He went to the sectionals 2 weeks ago. Man, February feels like a long month. If February feels like a long month, it feels like March. But March would be a longer month.
Yeah, right.
He went to the sectionals. He did okay. He had another broken record, and then he did another school record at the state championship meet this past weekend.
Wow.
And he still holds that spot
As a sophomore.
Yeah, only a sophomore in the
Wow.
for that record, the 100 backstroke. So
Wow.
that kid is gonna go places. He's only a sophomore.
I keep seeing these things. Yeah, I see. Even
You're
on
like
BCAT.
saying Shea Woodbury.
I keep seeing this Shea Woodbury on the Red Devil Sports Report. Any wrestlers doing anything?
So there is a Shawshing wrestler named Dante. I forget his last name, but he is from Burlington, and he just got his like a month ago his 100th career win. Actually, the Shawshing team itself went undefeated this year, but Burlington wrestlers, they did okay this year. I mean, up and coming was freshman Max Schwartzman, which is Paul Schwartzman's son. So he's been doing okay, but I mean, the future is definitely looking bright for the Red Devils. A young team. So they did very low average, but a young team, up and coming.
Yep.
And it's bright for them.
Good.
And as for Dante, it's definitely bright for him as a senior, just to see.
Any other track news? Winter track?
Track news. Actually, as you met Anthony. I'm sorry, Brady Richer, who does track. They just went to the.
He was a football player too.
Yeah, Meet of Champions. It was him and Chris Almeida, just two track competitors. But I mean, track teams. There's a lot of personal records this year. If I go down the list, we'll be here for 5 years. Okay, that's exaggerating. But yeah, they did okay this year. the track teams. I
Also
mean,
younger, I think.
It's a much younger team. Couple of seasons, but a much
I read
younger
something
team.
that
Yeah,
they were younger.
yeah. Which is like,
Cool.
I mean, it feels like every year they're up and around. But I think again, much younger team. I mean, you got a lot of seniors at Matt Carr graduated this past spring. So again, much younger team. But
Any other winter? I think we got them all, right?
swim, gymnastics.
Oh, yeah.
So the girls' gymnastics just finished their season. They had 3 seniors: Mia Conlin. Why am I blanking? Mia Conlin, Emily Kim, and Olivia DeBrava. So they had 3 seniors. Again, another young team. But guess what they finished? Their regular season. Guess what they finished with their regular season? Guess their record.
Second.
No, their record itself.
How many games? Meets.
8. They had 8 meets in regular season.
6-2.
Close. I'll give one more guess.
7-1.
Yes, 7-1.
Wow.
7-1 with 3 seniors, and there's a freshman named Eurythi K. Kanan.
Okay.
I'm definitely butchering that. I apologize. Eurythi K. I'll say that. And she's a freshman. She's on the varsity level, and she's been doing really well in the Middlesex meet. She placed second in a bunch of different events. So, I mean, again, future is definitely bright for them. Even though you're going to graduate 3 seniors, future is definitely bright. You got a big team, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. Now you're going to have more freshmen come in next winter. So definitely, future's looking bright for a lot of Red Devil teams.
A lot of young Red Devil athletes.
A lot of young Red Devil athletes, especially with this new class coming in.
Good. So, $1 million question out of all of our winter teams, who's going to go the farthest?
Oh,
Pick
it feels
one.
like
you on the spot.
every time you put me on the spot, it feels like I'm jinxing it.
It's all right.
Mike, I told
The non-jinx question.
that's tough.
Tough. Putting you on the spot. That's why it was good sports.
Yeah.
It's not easy sports. It's good sports.
Difficult sports. Damn. It feels like they're all good.
Okay.
Who? Just the one team?
The one team that's going to go the farthest. Your prediction.
You're killing me. Feels like I'm just gonna.
It's not.
I don't
Just
wanna,
for fun. It's just for
all right.
fun. You're not going to jinx them. Just to see if you get it
Girls
right.
hockey.
Girls hockey. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It's who do you think?
I've only really followed. I really haven't followed it close enough. To
Okay,
make
so you have
an educated
all
guess.
right.
Yeah, I just watched the weekly report on B News.
Okay, so you're not- okay.
No, yeah. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair.
That's not fair, Robert.
So girls hockey is your pick to click.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I mean, they went pretty far last year. They lost by like 2-0 against. I think it was Mansfield, but they played at Watertown. I remember being in that game. It was heartbreaking. This year, they're just scoring at will. I mean, when they played Boston Latin, you know what the final score was? 10-0.
Ooh.
10-0 for Boston
Wow.
Latin's not a good team.
Wow.
So
And we had another 1,000-point scorer on the girls basketball team.
yes, Savannah Scally.
Yeah, I saw that.
See, when you say putting them, I feels like everyone's gonna go far.
Yeah.
But if that's just me saying, oh, that's all the Burl. He's just saying that. It's like, no, I just got a feeling all these teams
Just got
have
good
potential.
feelings. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
It's better than having bad feelings.
yeah. I went and then with first year coach Neil Rebello, who worked with Phil Connors prior as the assistant on the boys team. I mean,
Okay.
he's doing it for a first year head coach going to the playoffs, and you're hosting.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
But again, one game at a time. You got to be like that. I guess again, a one and done. You can't look at tomorrow. You can't look at next week. You got to look at the game that you're playing. Doesn't matter if you're up. They could come back. Just like one game at a time. That's how you got to do. One game, that one day at a time. You take it from there.
And I
Because
think
a lot of kids do look ahead, be like, this team's gonna be piece of cake. You don't do that.
Yeah. I hope that the winter playoffs are the fun, best ones, I think. So
Yeah.
I hope everyone gets out there and
Yeah.
supports the teams, especially at home. That's the easiest ones. But if you want to take a trip on the road, I know the kids
to, like-
appreciate it when they got some people in the stands. So
Want to go to Petersham or something like
yeah,
that? Do
whatever.
you know where that
I mean,
is?
no.
And
But
so Peter Sham is near UMass Amherst.
Oh.
Remember when the girls softball won the championship? I went past a place called Petersham.
Petersham.
I think you and I should do a live report from Petersham.
who's in Petersham?
No, I just like the name of it.
Oh, I like the
Like I don't know, Charlie John, like Willy Wonka, Peter. Or that's Peter Ostrom. That's the kid who played. That's the kid who played Charlie Bucket.
All right, folks. I think Robert's getting a little punchy here.
All right. So, Mike,
It's been good, yeah.
it's been great.
Yeah. We're right back in the saddle. Easy
Yeah,
peasy.
yeah. Been a while, but I think we definitely got right back into it, as you said. But
We'll see. Good luck to all of our winter
yeah,
sports
good
teams.
luck to everybody.
And we'll be watching and rooting you on, and we'll see if the girls hockey team can make Robert proud.
Yeah. But I'm Robert Parris.
Mike Espejo.
Thank you for watching Good Sports. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.